Hi, Michael here from VTA Australia. Today we're going to talk to you about the Stage 3 fueling requirements for this TT480 Sirocco that you can see behind me, the first in Australia. So aside from the high pressure fuel pump and the relief valve side of things, today we're going to do a bit of an information video and installation video of the low pressure fuel pump side. So we find once you start hitting the 400 plus horsepower mark, the OEM fuel pump no longer can sustain the pressure required and it starts to drop off. So to resolve this issue, we fit an upgraded fuel pump, the TTRS one. So for an all-wheel drive car, this is a drop-in replacement. For a front-wheel drive car, then it requires some modification. The first one is the center unit has to be swapped, and this extra line that's used for the all-wheel drives because they have two tanks, you need to get rid of it. So after you fit this TTRS pump, there is one issue that comes to light. This at maximum flow rate draws more current than the stock fuel pump. It has a negative effect in the sense of the OEM controller now can't flow as much current and therefore overheats. If it overheats, well, sorry, you're stuck on the side of the road. So we fit this wonderful PM3 torque bike controller. Now the way this works is it's like a piggyback to the factory controller. It sits between the pump and the controller, wires directly to the battery. And now, the current that this little beast draws can now get handled without overheating your factory controller.
Great Scott!
So as you can see, the kit comes with these nice little plug and play connectors. Now, although they supply these, that's not everything you really require. There's some extra bits and pieces that are required, such as the fuses, the connectors, the spades, some shims and whatnot, and some extra wiring. So we've now gone and supplied them with our kits to make install a little bit easier and true plug and play. And now I'm going to show you how to install these wonderful piece of kit. So first up, we're going to remove the battery tray and housing around it. Remove the fuse box. We're going to hook up a power line with a fuse in line, run that through under the firewall. There's a grommet down there. We'll make good use of it. So now we have to run this cable up to under here and down along the door still to the back of the car. So, we've just finished crimping our cable over here, and we have also now run the power line from the battery and our ground line to the back of the car, ready for install. So just under the back seat, under this carpet flap, this is where the fuel pump is housed. So this next part, we won't be doing any recording on. It's a very messy job, and we're gonna keep electronics away from fuel. So we've just mounted the ground point. We've also tidied up the cables by aluminum them together, as you can see. And now we're gonna basically replace the fuel pump, connect it all up, and tuck the PM3 controller into this little cubby hole the Sirocco has, and that'll be it. So we've put in the TTRS pump, replace the fuel sender, PM3 controllers in, and everything's all plugged in. So now we're going to kick it over, make sure it all runs.